Hello viewers, my name is Beth Ngatiri. I am in the Marketing and Communications Department at UBA Bank Kenya. Today we are delighted to be hosting a segment in partnership with the Kenya Bankers Association. They are running a campaign, a financial literacy campaign, which has the theme Save and Grow and Jijenge na Savings. We are delighted to be hosted and to be joined by one of us. I will let her introduce herself. So, welcome.
Hi Beth, how are you?
I am well.
Okay, my name is Sarah Senelwa. I'm the relationship manager in charge of SME business in Nakuru branch, and I'm really privileged to be part of this program and the campaign and a partnership as well with Kenya Bank Association in association with UBA Bank, just to speak about financial literacy and the impact it can have to the general public, to our clients, and even especially our youth in general. So I'm looking forward for a more engageful conversation during the show.
Thank you very much, Sarah. What personal objectives or goals do you have for UBA Kenya's participation in the financial literacy campaign, considering your role in the business team?
Right, I think this conversation on financial literacy, we realize most Kenyans, especially the youth, are not much informed on the saving culture in Kenya. And I believe UBA being a bank and also a member of Kenya Bankers Association, it's our responsibility as a bank to train and lead that conversation on financial literacy. What is it about financial literacy and what is UBA doing to change that narration and also the conversation around it? What benefit are the youth getting from UBA banks in terms of understanding the need to have a saving culture and build on it with time?
Okay, and can you share with us any unique ideas or strategies that you have developed to engage and raise awareness about the same financial literacy?
Being in the market, marketer, I've engaged the youth, maybe through the universities, students, we have the college students, we've been visiting them in the colleges, and my major focus first is to educate them on the need of understanding first what is a saving culture. What is it about saving? How necessary is savings even as they continue with your studies? And you realize most of the youth really don't understand. They believe once you have some funds, your immediate need is just to spend, and they don't have a backup plan of an emergency. In case of an emergency, do they have something aside to set themselves free, for example, or meet their emergency needs? And I think this conversation has been ongoing. And as I can say from Nakuru branch, most of our clients are currently university students, college students such as Arvist colleges, ICS colleges, Nakuru Teachers College. We've been talking to them so much about the need to have an account with the UBA Bank, because we have an account that can help them to save the little they have, spare something aside, even from their daily needs, at least for their emergency in the future.
How would you leverage your expertise and knowledge to maybe guide other people to train more people on financial literacy and empower individuals with the necessary skills on financial knowledge?
Sure. In UBA, in partnership with the various organizations within Nakuru County, for example, through the county, the Ministry of Gender and Sports, we have the various associations for business communities in Nakuru. We have the Student Leaders Forum. We have a forum whereby all of us come together as bankers and as well to have this discussion on why do we need to have financial literacy. What is first financial literacy? An understanding of how to make it, maybe spend money, where to spend money, how to save money, and how to use money. After that, we also take them through the various products that the banks have that meet the need. And we've seen so much happening around this space, and most students are now accepting. And now they are accepting the need to have maybe an account with us. For example, UBA Bank, through our UK accounts, the savings account, they're doing so well in savings for their future.
Yeah. All right. So this year's main hashtags for the Kenya Bankers Association of the Financial Literacy Campaign are number one hashtag Jijenge na Savings, and the other one is hashtag Save and Grow. What do you think these two hashtags signify?
Sure. From the hashtag itself, Jijenge na Savings, I believe Kenyans are very poor in savings. We believe in borrowing to invest. And I believe we can change this narration by bringing on board the idea about saving to invest. You can start small at early stage before you get commitments. And I believe this hashtag just speak about starting to save in small bit. Doesn't matter how much, as long as you start from where you are. The small savings you make every day, every week, every month, it can build up and grow to something big. That in future you can be able to invest in something, maybe an opportunity investment, for example, the forex market, the money market, and be able to be self-reliant. Because I believe currently in Kenya, most of the youth are employed. And this is a space maybe they can take in by having that small savings to start a small business, engage in small businesses that can be able to grow and also develop themselves. So the hashtag speak about the small savings, and I can add mine, haba na haba ujaza kibaba.
Yeah, that's a really good hashtag actually. So what message or call to action do you personally want to convey to the public regarding the importance of financial literacy, its potential benefits, maybe what you think people don't understand, and how can you maybe push that message to the general public?
To the general public, I think it's the right time we engage on this conversation on financial literacy. People need to get a deep understanding on the need, how to spend our money, how to save our money, and where to invest our money, basically. And you realize most of the public, they understand just being a financial, maybe once you understand how to, you have money, you have a business, and you're good, you're already okay with everything that you're doing. But they don't understand the various aspects that come on board in terms of having a well discipline and how to use that money well in their daily activities. For example, people believe in the power of borrowing to invest. We can change that narration. We can do a saving, can develop saving culture. And I believe this can start even from the early stages of our children at home. We can try to educate them, train them on the need of saving. Instead of giving a child some money to buy sweets, for example, you can introduce a piggy bank in the house. So every shilling you give that child, they'll save in that piggy bank. And with time, you introduce them to the bank whereby they go and save that money. And they learn that there's a need for someone to save and open even an account in a bank to save their money. By the time they grow up to maybe an adult or youth, that idea is already sunk in their mind. Even if they get some income or they're getting jobs somewhere else, they're able to learn that in whatever I do, I have to set aside part of my money for savings. So then conversation about saving. Why savings? Because emergency happen. Times things happen and you're fixed. And the only solution that the general public or Kenyans will do is to borrow to fix an emergency. However, if we have some savings set aside that can meet such emergency, we are good. And at least we'll avoid the need of borrowing, people going to mobile banking loans, which are very expensive, and also exposing them to issues to go with CRB in the long run because of default.
Other than that, how do you envision measuring the success and impact of UBA Kenya's involvement in the financial literacy campaign from your perspective?
I think this is a great initiative by UBA Bank, leading the talk, leading the conversation on importance of financial literacy in the general public, because that is the gap that has been there for a very long time. We've been doing the traditional financial literacy to the public in terms of maybe just borrowing, that is it. But no one talks about savings, how to set some money aside for savings, how to invest in things that can maybe help us in the future, instead of maybe just borrowing to meet our daily needs, to maybe set up a business. You need to do a small savings first, and then you start some business.
Okay, so how would we measure that success and impact?
So far so good. I think the success story of UBA is great. We actually heading there. We're actually meeting our target, let's say 60% right now, but we are focusing at least to achieve 100% on training, mentorship, just educating the general public all about financial literacy. Do they really understand all the concepts that come on board on the saving, especially the saving culture, which is very low.
What are your personal expectations from this partnership with the Kenya Bankers Association in terms of promoting financial literacy and creating a positive impact in the society?
My expectation from this conversation and partnership, especially with Kenya bankers, I believe UBA coming on board Kenya bankers, it will help our general public understand the concepts in the market, how to go on about understanding the use of money, investing of money, where to spend your money, various opportunities that are there where one can set aside their money and spend. And I believe this is a success story because at the end of it all, if the general public is enlightened on the financial literacy, even at the time we get these clients to our bank, they are well informed, they are good customers who can be able to manage their finances well. Even we engage them on such activities like maybe borrowing, they'd be good payers because they now understand the concept of even how to handle money, where to spend their money and where to use the money.
As a member of United Bank for Africa, Kenya, what products and services can you encourage people to get on board with to boost their savings culture?
We have a range of products at UBA Bank that speak about this conversation, and I welcome everyone on board because we have everything starting from even the young children. We have UK accounts, for example, for the kids, and we have piggy banks which you can give to the kids so they can now start having that saving culture from home. As little as 1 year, you can train your child to start saving. So we have UK accounts that talk about how to help these kids from the young age, from 0, let's say even 1 year to 18 years. After 18 years, we have savings account. So this can go out to the youth who are there in colleges, who are there, maybe they are self-employed, they're now looking for jobs, they are still earning very little. We have savings account that can speak about saving the little that you have. At least 30% of your income go to that savings account because you're not having so much responsibilities. So by the time you're getting responsibility, you've saved quite a huge amount of money that will help you even build your future. You can now invest in other businesses that can also it can also add up to what you're having maybe in salary or the rest too. It can build up your income. Then we also have after building your savings for some time, we can help you now grow that deposit. How do we do it? At UBA Bank, we have fixed deposit accounts. We can give you very competitive rate. You put your money in a fixed deposit account for a month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or even a whole year, and we give a very competitive rate that can help you now earn more interest on your money. After saving for some time, now you can put it on a fixed deposit account. We have called deposit account. You have some money you've accumulated over some time in a savings account. You can put it on call. Maybe as you await a certain project that is coming out on board, you can put that money on call. Why is it called? Because you can recall it anytime. So you can put it for a month before you plan on where do I want to spend this money, or where do I want to put this money. So we have such avenues at UBA Bank, among so many other investment opportunities that we can work together with our clients, with our partners and friends to UBA. So welcome on board UBA Bank.
Right. Thank you very much, Sarah. That was a very interesting and engaging conversation. We see how much we need financial literacy in the modern society. As you've said, most young people do not understand why they need to save their money. So they just make and spend. But saving is an important factor. So unless you have anything else you'd like to add on?
Mine is just I'm grateful for this opportunity to speak about the importance of financial literacy, because if we don't do it, no one else will do it. It's our responsibility as bankers to enlighten the general public, to inform them, and finally market on what we have. I hope you've enjoyed the show and the conversation on financial literacy in partnership with UBA Bank and Kenya Bankers. We are looking forward for your feedback, comments, and even the clients who are willing now to start the saving campaign with us. Our branch is located at Vickers Building, and you're most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sarah. That was such an interesting discussion. Thank you for sharing your insights with us on financial literacy. We hope we will onboard more clients with the hashtag Jijengena Savings, because we all need the savings culture in our lives. We look forward to seeing you next time, and thank you so much for joining us on this segment. Until next time, that is Kwaheri from me.